Cora again, and I'm here with Kristen McGuire. How are you doing today?
I'm busy. How are you?
Busy.
Busy as well. Awesome.
Sweet. Now, we just got her out of a panel. What kind of panel was that?
That was it was like drawing, manga, comic panel. So I don't remember the exact name, but it's about drawing. It was about drawing stuff.
Drawing stuff. That's good stuff. And it looks like you've got some beautiful art back here.
I do. I draw all of my own comics. I do all the writing, and we have 7 altogether. So we have a full series, which is Enchanted. That's a full series. It's about a girl that moves to a new city and accidentally stumbles upon an ancient war between unicorns and dragons in the local city park.
That sounds awesome.
I wish I had that problem when I moved.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to stumble on unicorns and dragons and not have to deal with everyday life.
Well, the best part is that the unicorns and dragons turn into hot young men.
Oh, yeah, then can that happen now?
Can it please?
Because I would really like for just like this gorgeous unicorn to come in here and then just turn into this...
Into an equally gorgeous man?
Yes.
Right? That's why I drew it. Exactly.
That's a good reason to draw anything. Oh, sorry. This is the second time I've been caught talking about cute men.
Ooh, what have you been busy today?
But your comic sounds really good, and your artwork is adorable. Look at the little pin. Look at the little pin. Look how cute.
That's very, very cutesy, girly stuff.
But hey, that's awesome.
It's what I like.
Yep. And I also noticed that you've started to do some voice acting work too.
I do. From time to time, when Funimation lets me, I do some voice acting for them. Mostly background and like Walla, which is crowd noises, and bit parts, which are people. A bit part is when somebody has a line, but it's not big enough to where they're going to audition for that particular role. So, like my part in Haganai Next, I'm a female announcer, and there's like a paragraph that I talk about, but they're not going to audition somebody for that. So you go in to do Walla, and then they pull people from those Walla sessions, the 4 or 5 of you, to do those bit parts and fill in the blanks.
Oh, that's what they do. So you haven't had like a big major role yet?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. So I've been taking voiceover lessons to make myself a better voice actor. So I've only been there for about just over a year. So there's still a lot. There's still lots of time. So.
Sweet. But I'm actually more interested in your comic now.
Well, that's a first, because usually people want to know about the voice acting, so it's exciting for me.
I'm just like...
This is a lot more work.
I'm just going to open up the page now.
Open up a page. See? Hi, guy.
Ooh.
See?
Okay, guys, I'm done now. See you. No. But look at this, guys. It's beautiful. It's adorable. Look at that.
Unicorns?
It's about unicorns and dragons that turn into very attractive young men. And war. And plots. There's plots.
Plot twists.
Plot twists. Now, do they rival M. Night Shyamalan?
Probably not. I'm hoping they're better.
Burn.
I'll give it to him. I liked The Village. I think that was one.
Yeah, that was a good plot.
I'll give him that one, but
all of his other ones were like plot twist out here.
I wasn't a big fan of The Last Airbender.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
Pretend you guys didn't hear that. There's no such thing as an
Moving
Avatar.
along.
The only Avatar movie is the one with the blue people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you guys need to know about. What gave you the idea for Enchanted?
Have you ever seen the anime Wolf's Rain?
Yes.
Okay, well that was the idea. I was like, oh my god, wolves that turn into hot guys. This is genius. Why didn't I think about this? And so I was like, well, I'm gonna think of something for it. But I can't do wolves because they've already been done. So I'll do something else that I really like. And I was like, unicorns. Unicorns are magical and therefore can use that magic to turn into high guys. So it's totally legit.
Exactly, and same with dragons.
And same with dragons. And then I was like, well, I guess I should come up with a story for that. And it took a little bit, but I finally did come up with a story. In the end, it's nothing like Wolf's Rain story-wise. Yeah. But, I mean, the initial thought came from Wolf's Rain. So...
I see. Is there a place that we can read this online, or do we have to buy the comic?
You can read it on Ink Blazers, actually. So inkblazers.com. Just look up Enchanted, and it'll pop right up. So I also have A Day in the Life of a Cat Girl is on there as well. So it's a one-shot. It's all self-contained. It's for people with commitment issues. So
I'm one of those people. I have a hard time keeping up with webcomics.
So this is it's 20 pages, and it's about if a cat girl lived in this world, what would her life be like? Like if it were completely normal to see a cat girl walking around, what would life be like for her? So it's just a funny story.
Another comic you all should be checking out now-ish?
Right now. Go to it right now.
No, finish watching this video
And then go to
and
it.
then go watch
And
it.
then go to Ink Blazers.
And then go read it. And then everything will be good. And your day will be much better because you did that. All right, thank you so much for talking with us, Kristen.
Thank you for having me. It was so nice to meet you guys and camera guy and people on the other side of the video. So
Remember, Enchanted and Day in the Life of a Cat Girl on Ink Blazers.
you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter under Chris Comics.
Go follow her on Facebook, guys. Because
Because of unicorns.
of unicorns.
Hi, it's Halo Sama, and I'm at Creative Women's Conference with Pike and Beth Howard from Wild Designs. Yeah, this is her little booth assistant. He's adorable. And this is Beth Howard from Wild Designs. Say hi.
Hi!
And what's the name of your business again?
Wild Designs.
Now, how'd you come up with the name for that?
It was an obsession, particularly at the time, with Oscar Wilde, particularly Portrait of Dorian Gray. So I was super into it, and so I just grabbed that. I had been using Wild Moon as a username for a while, so that just it organically happened, and now everything I do is branded with that, someone else's name, because I liked it better.
It's funny you should say that. Dorian Gray is one of my absolute favorite kind of like sad stories of like all time. So that's kind of brilliant because it's like you're turning something sad and then just making it into something fun.
Beautiful. It's so sad and dark and beautiful. And I admit I did more goth stuff when I started, so it was probably even more appropriate at the time. But
Well, I mean, in this case, it's just like wild fun design. So
exactly.
if you would like to explain to us like kind of like what you do here.
Well, for me, I enjoy geeky things. I like showing it off, and I've been working to find ways as I've become, especially as I've gotten older, become a professional and a mom, trying to find ways to have geeky stuff without it being overt or silly sometimes, because something I can wear to work on a Friday for casual Friday and still have it be appropriate. So, carrying notebooks, having some pins, jewelry that's a little more subtly geeky.
So kind of like you're getting like kind of geeky, nerdy subculture and then kind of like elevating it to a little bit more of a like fashion status as opposed to just like, here's like, my Sailor Moon doll, here she is, and I'm Carrie. It's like instead of that, you'd have like maybe a moon bracelet with like maybe some cats on it or something like that.
That is exactly it. Trying to kind of interpret it and take aspects of things and fit it all together. And then I've got some illustrations that are more straight up because we all like to have cute stuff to stick on our walls. But yeah, mingling that grown-up sensibility with the geeky stuff so you can still let your geek flag fly without having to feel silly about it or to feel self-conscious.
No, I totally agree. I mean, because there's a lot of like geeks and nerds out there in the professional and business industry, and they kind of, they enjoy the things and they kind of want to show it off and stuff, but it's like most of the stuff that's available out there is not quite, it's not that it's not appropriate. I mean, because I'll wear like a kitty fuzzy hat to anything. It's more like you want to be taken just like slightly more seriously, so you just kind of do that.
Or kind of that little nod, that thing that the other geek will get, but your boss may not necessarily get, but it still makes you feel special.
So high fives to like everybody that gets everything. So
Exactly.
aside from Wild Designs, and this is your first time setting up at an actual show, right?
It is. This is my first official table at a show. Fancy.
And actually, I wanted to ask you. So you have a really interesting display here. So how did all this happen? Because I know that your husband Wes has told me about the shutters.
Yes, Wes, my husband, made this for me, and he actually helped me out with my bracelet display as well. It was a lot assembled from stuff that I already had. It was looking at Pinterest and going, what do I have that I can make work? Because, there's only so much money to put toward that.
Isn't this a spindle for like a staircase?
No. Yes,
like that bottom part is?
This is a staircase spindle. This is the center of one of the rolls of printer paper from my work that I covered with felt. And then this is a suitcase, vintage suitcase that I got for like a few bucks at a garage sale because it was awesome.
I mean, you got like, what is this, an egg crate with like cotton balls?
Egg crate with cotton balls for the rings. And then I just covered random boxes with cute wrapping paper to throw buttons and gift tags in. Dollar store Tupperware, which is also fantastic. There's never enough dollar store Tupperware in the world.
Well, plus you can coordinate it because you can buy like 50 of them at once if you want to. Now, you also these resin pieces. Do you cast them or what's going?
Yes, we do the resin. Wes actually is the one that got us started on that. We buy it from Bitly Mold Supply in Dallas. Who they are fantastic and have like everything you could ever want for resin work. It's phenomenal. So cool.
Okay, you and I are going to have to get together sometime and do some resin work or something.
And he's better than I am. Thankfully, I have a guru in the house, which helps me.
What's cool is because, like, I mean, you guys are really supportive of each other. You both work, you both have a family, but you also both have, like, side businesses. And it's just really cool to see, like, you know, a team, but then also you have your thing on your own. So that's really cool.
It's important because everybody's got to have their own things to maintain their sanity and kind of feel special, to feel like you have your me time without always being part of either a couple or a parental unit. You know, as amazing as that is, you still need your own space.
Sometimes, you know, we want to take a break from being mommy. We like being mommies and daddies and stuff, but sometimes it's good to just take a break and remember who you were before all of that.
Absolutely. That is exactly. Kind of reclaim a little bit of self.
And if someone were to try to find you on the internet, what's your web address?
I'm at wildshops.com, and that's wild with an E. And then you can find me as Wild Moon pretty much anywhere. If you do a search for Wild Designs, you'll find me.
And I was going to say, actually, with this lady right here, I happen to know for a fact that every Monday, if you like send her messages or whatever and you're an artist, she will support you if an artist. She will reblog your stuff. And I also happen to know that she does hashtag FF, forward posts on Twitter like all the time. Like, she is all over Twitter. So I mean, if you want to be like promoted and you want to
Yes.
contribute
Absolutely.
and stuff, lift each other up, get stuff out there, message this lady.
Say hello. I want to meet people. I enjoy it, especially online. I'm much better online. I'm much more interesting.
And we're about to get ready for a panel, so we're going to go, but thanks again for doing the interview. Wild
Thank
Designs,
you.
Beth Howard.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi there, everyone. I'm here with.
Nikki Young Koenig of Psycho Chick Custom Handbags.
All right, how you doing today?
Great, thanks.
All right, so I was noticing on your flyer here that you have a bunch of different artists that designed all these handbags. That's really interesting. What gave you the idea to kind of do that kind of stuff?
Well, I'm an artist myself. This brand actually started as an art project, so I love collaborating with artists, and so it's just kind of natural for me to collaborate with different artists from all around the world. And some of them are actually here, local, in Dallas, and they're from New York, London, LA, so yeah, I'm really excited.
That's awesome. And do you hand make all the handbags is the question?
Yes, I do hand make all these. I actually hand cut all the designs as well, and they're all made here in Dallas. Yep. And they're all custom made, so you can change the colors of all the bags as well.
Oh wow, that's awesome. How long would you say it takes to do one handbag? Like one of these, one of these cute ones.
One of these little guys. Well, it's kind of funny because I don't really do them all in one sitting. Like, I do parts of it at a time. Like, I'll cut it, and then I'll glue it, and then I'll sew. But altogether, I would say this little one is about 2 hours. Yeah, but then these big guys, could take up to 3 or 4 hours. So.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the size of them, and some of them have really intricate details.
Yes, absolutely.
What's your favorite ones to work on? The ones that have all the little details, or the ones that are like the bigger shapes?
That's really hard questions because they're like all my babies, and they're all really great to work with. I can't really say. I mean, like the really intricate ones are great to work on because then in the end you have this beautiful intricate pieces. So it's really hard for me to say.
That makes sense. I mean, an artist's baby is always their
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
And
I mean, like something just simple as a 10 cents.
yeah, but it's cute.
It's a little dime bag, if you didn't get it. So this is the artist's idea for this collection. Was for our 10-year anniversary. So I asked all the artists to incorporate, 10 into their design. So this is 10, and these eyes are set at 10 o'clock. If you, This is the 10 speed bag, and there are 10 branches in those. So they're all very conceptual.
Wow, you got a lot of really creative artists in on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. And are these leather handbags, or what are they made out
No,
of?
they are all vegan. So we are a cruelty-free handbag company. They're made of polyurethane, and they're also eco-friendly. So it's just as durable, and you can tell it's just as soft
Yeah.
as leather. So
I didn't know they were not leather. They feel.
Yeah, it feels.
They have that same texture.
It's so soft, and of course, it's waterproof. It's stain resistant. So I think the quality is just so much more better than leather.
All right, guys, you need to come. You need to go to and you need to order a handbag because I mean, again, this is like my favorite one. I mean, look at it. It's so
I'm gonna
cute.
make the little face.
It's adorable, and they come and like she said, they come in any color you want.
Yeah.
So 10 different colors. 10 different colors. You guys don't have an excuse anymore. If you need a good handbag, this is where you need to be going.
Yeah, support local artists, support local
Yes.
artisans, and yeah.
Always support local artists when you can. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for standing here with us today. Hey everybody, I'm Cora and I'm here with Leslie of the Black Fox Players. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Now, this is a children's theater, correct?
It is. Black Fox Players is an income-based children's theater here in Denton. So kids that can't normally afford to do an after-school program or some kind of elective, they can come over to Black Fox, and we have lots of scholarships available, and we're income-based.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, what does income-based mean exactly?
Income-based means depending on how much your family takes in through the year, what is it called? Editing is great here. However much you pay is going to fluctuate. So some kids may be able to afford to pay $5, some kids may be able to pay $10, some kids are on a full scholarship, but we always work with all of our students so no one is ever denied classes based on finances.
That's incredible. So if you guys are in Denton and you have children and they may or may not be interested in theater, this is something good to check out. And if they haven't tried this before, like if they don't know they like theater, this sounds like a really great way to get them in the door to it, right?
Right. Black Fox is kind of based on the principles of creating a safe space for children to come and express creatively. That's a word. Come and express creatively. So it's about team building and making new friends and being able to just be comfortable in a safe space, kind of away from mom and dad, so they have a chance to kind of grow a little bit artistically and figure out what they like and what they don't like.
That's fantastic. Now, what kind of programs do you like? I'm assuming you don't start 6-year-olds with Shakespeare.
We do. We start them right off with Macbeth. And, no, I'm kidding. We don't do that at all. Our 6 to 8 classes are a lot of movement-based classes. So a lot of things, they have a lot of energy. So it's a lot of games around the studio, games with each other, figuring out spatial cues, learning the stage. 9 and up, it's a lot more vocal. A lot of vocal exercises, a lot of figuring out how they want to express their emotions vocally and how they want their voice to be heard.
Wow, you guys got this all planned out and
Yeah,
ready.
we do. Very organized, very organized.
Now, in addition to that, speaking of just fun things for kids, I noticed you guys have this cool little thing.
Yeah, we do.
Let's see. Aw. Let's see. This is a costume recycle.
It is. I'm trying to get this started here in town. I would love to have it be a yearly occurrence. I'm trying to call it the Costume Recycle. What I want it to be is the Denton Community Market has allowed us to have a booth space there at the market for the next month. We're going to be there every Saturday. If someone has an old Halloween costume or any old clothing that they think might be able to be used for the fabric or for costumes or materials, or even want to donate their time, they can contact me, come over to the community market, and we'll have kind of a little space where kids can come that couldn't normally afford a Halloween costume. They can come and make a costume, hang out with some friends, get to use some of their creative juices to make something cool, and it's all recyclable materials. It's all something that can be saved for next year if we have extra, or it can be something that they can carry on.
Wow, that's fantastic, and it's completely free, right?
It is totally free.
Wow, that's great. And we will put in our description box down there and on our page where you can donate it, the phone number to contact her, everything that you need to know. And I know a lot of cosplayers follow us, and I know a lot of you cosplayers have a bunch of fabric that you just don't want to throw away, or if you just, because it's fabric, it can be used. Donate it to this if it's something that you can't use. And it'll go to a great cause, and who knows, this could be another skill that kids can learn.
Right.
They can learn theater, they can learn costumes. There's a lot of stuff they can learn from this.
Prop making, costume design. It doesn't all have to be about theater. A lot of the classes, I let the kids kind of do a little bit of playwriting. They do a little, project management, a little, design, lots of different aspects of theater.
So they get to dip their hands in every aspect of it.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic too, because I know, like at the college level, there's still people that don't know
Right.
what aspect of theater they like best. Do they like the writing? Do they like directing? Do they like this or that? And they have to spend their money taking all of those classes, learning what they like.
Right.
This is a really good way to early on see what they like, see what they excel at, and move from
Help
that.
them be well-rounded, experience every single side of theater.
Exactly, because there's nothing more attractive in theater than an actor that knows everything, or at least.
Just an actor, they're really the most attractive people on
Well,
the planet.
yes.
Let's be honest.
Well,
That's-
yeah.
That's true.
I mean, look at Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, we are not talking about any. No, everything is fine, everyone. Calm
Yes.
down.
We still have our pants on. Everything is fine. I think. Well, thank you so much, Leslie, for talking with us today. It was great speaking with you. And remember, guys, if you have children in the Denton area that want to learn anything about theater, come to the Black Fox Players. We will also have their number
And like
in
us
our
on
box.
Facebook.
Come like them on Facebook. I'm going to do that when I get home.
Good job.
And remember the costume recycle, because every child deserves to have a Halloween costume and no one deserves to be left out.